Hey everyone, this is Night Mage, and you're listening to This Freakin' Show.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of This Freakin' Show. It is the weekly podcast with a little bit of something and a whole lot of nothing. I'm your host, Travesty, and alongside me, as always,
Awkward Colin.
And Cartoon Joe.
And this episode of This Freakin' Show is brought to you by the Firepit Bar and Grill at Peotone, Illinois. If you're looking for a down-home country restaurant that offers you a burger and beer for just $7.99 every Monday and Wednesday, 75-cent wings on Tuesday, free wings on Thursday, and live bands on their fucking outdoor patio bullshit every other Saturday, check out the Firepit Bar and Grill Peotone. You can find them on Facebook at Firepit Bar.
This freaking show is also brought to you by wearedapperties.com. If you want a high-quality knit tie for the low price of just $15, head on over to wearedapperties.com. Be sure to use the discount code FREAKIN, that's F-R-E-A-K-I-N, to get free shipping on your order. That's right, you can get a high-quality knit tie for just $15 and free shipping with the special discount code FREAKIN. Once again, that's F-R-E-A-K-I-N at wearedapperties.com.
Good job, Joe.
Thank you.
Proud of you. I'm proud of you. Colin just showed me the picture of what you're doing as you were making loud, obnoxious noises before we recorded.
Yep.
It looks like you tried to put a condom on and gave up.
That's exactly what it looks like. I was trying not to giggle.
I was trying not to giggle. Oh shit. Before we dive into the show today, I just want to just let everyone know, kind of get a quick update on because last week we did an entire episode where we mentioned updates on guests that we've had from season 1 through 3 and everything. I found out today that actually Night Mage was in the hospital.
Oh no!
Right?
Yeah. I don't know exactly what it is. It's something with his appendix. I know that. I guess about 4 or 5 years ago he had an issue where his appendix ruptured, but they couldn't remove it for some reason, and it just kind of came back around again. From my understanding, he is fine. He is recovering. So we wish him the best and a speedy recovery to get back out doing what he's doing. So I figured all you guys out there who do follow Night Mage or know who exactly I'm talking about, he has been on the show a couple of times. Especially he was on the I can't remember what episode number for season 3, but back in January he was on during the whole cosplay series I was doing. So if you follow him on Facebook, go over there, send him some well wishes and everything, and hope for a speedy recovery so he gets back out there and making people happy doing what he does. And
Yeah.
I guess no, it's cool. You guys don't have to care. That's fine.
We care, Travis. We do care.
Do you?
Yes.
I believe it. Colin, you graduated Friday.
I did.
Congrats.
Thank you.
All right, Joe. How about
Good
you? How are
job.
you doing?
I'm a little tired today.
Hey, I already told you I woke up from a nap right before I came over, so yes, I'm tired as well.
Nice.
So glad you guys are back.
Isn't it the best? I mean, if we weren't here, who would ask you how you're doing today?
I'm not doing anything. You guys upset me. Yeah, energetic and powerful. Good. I'm tired. I'm doing good. No, I'm actually I'm excited. I just gotta get through this week of work, and I'm off for an entire week, so I'm doing great. I'm happy. I'm ecstatic about life.
Very good.
Yeah.
For the most part.
For the most part, yeah. There's still shit. There's still bills.
No, yeah.
Bills don't go away.
That's true.
Yeah. So yesterday, awesome show was on. An amazing show was on that ended in great disappointment. An absolute horrendous ending to what should have been an amazing fucking show.
Well, it's everybody's view on it.
Oh, I'm talking about Money in the Bank.
What were you talking about?
I'm talking about wrestling. What are you guys talking about?
Oh, nice.
You thought I was talking about Game of Thrones, right?
I assumed.
Sure. Yeah, no, it's funny. I heard that Game of Thrones, the ending to Game of Thrones was not what a lot of people were expecting.
I thought it was fine. I understand why it was unexpected, and it was unexpected. But like, I don't know. It was fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
Hmm.
I don't know. I felt pretty neutral about it. I stopped caring about the show long enough ago that I couldn't summon the force of will to be either angry or sad or happy about it.
I gotcha. Well, we're definitely going to talk about the ending of the show later on in this episode because I decided for today, since I have seen all of 20 minutes of the entire series of Game of Thrones, which was like the first 20 minutes
Really,
of
that much?
that's it. Yeah. Not even all that. I watched all the way up to, okay, so I watched as much of the series as it took to get all the way up to watching a dwarf get a blowy.
Oh,
which,
nice.
which I think was like 15 minutes into like the first episode.
I
So
think that's about right.
yeah, so
Yeah, that sounds
I saw an empty field with a bunch of dead people and then a dwarf getting a blowy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I figure what we'll do today is since you and Colin have watched the episode, I want you guys to tell me the entire show, the entire series of it. That way I don't have to go and watch it.
You also just don't have to watch it.
Well, no, but I want to learn. It's kind of like the whole thing with like Star Wars. It would have been a lot easier if you guys just explained the entire episode or the entire series of Star Wars, but you never did, and then I had to suffer and watch them.
Oh,
You should make him suffer and watch these.
No, I'm not gonna
yeah.
watch these. I know who
Yeah.
I am.
Honestly, I'm gonna throw this out there. I think you'd like it.
Game of Thrones.
I actually kind of do think you would like.
I
it.
doubt
I think
it.
you'd really like it.
I doubt it. It's not because I don't think it's a good movie or a good show. I'm not really into like that old mythical fucking medieval castle bullshit. It's just not my thing. Like I like the Sword and the Stone. That was a good movie, but this is not the same as all.
Did you have you ever seen Lord of the Rings?
Nope. Because
Oh,
I don't. I thought they'd be dumb.
wow. All right then.
Joey, how long have we known each other?
Many years.
Yeah, you should know by now. I haven't seen a lot of fucking movies in this world.
It
A lot
only
of the
shocks me because you've known Colin even longer than me, and he's like a movie guy.
Yeah, but Colin likes every movie, so for me to
No, that's bullshit. I do not like every movie.
no, you do.
No, Solaris can eat a dick.
I want you to pick one awkward flick that you have done that got less than a 5.
Oh, now movies that I'm going to pick for it. That's a completely different subject.
I got you.
If you pick movies for me, then you'd probably say
What's the movie you don't like?
it's Solaris with George Clooney. It's a space movie and it's fucking retarded and should never have been made.
Joey, have you seen Solaris?
No, I've never. I don't even think I've ever heard of it.
No, you should
Don't.
watch it and tell me what you think of it.
You'll kill yourself if you do.
I mean, apparently, it's The Ring. Apparently, Solaris is the George Clooney movie of The Ring. It's like you kill
Alright.
yourself instead of like some fucking like young girl crawling
Oh,
through.
I see what you're saying.
There we go. Yeah.
Gotcha.
How are we not in the same boat with that? I mean, I don't fucking know. We should not.
I
We
don't
should
know. Sorry.
We shouldn't talk movies.
Evidently.
Well, then we'll do this instead because I guess explaining the entire episode. No, it's okay. I get it. You're the
Okay.
fucking host of the show, Joe. We'll do whatever fucking Cartoon Joe wants to
Look,
do.
we
No,
already agreed to do it. I
no,
just thought I'd banter
Fuck
a
it.
little.
Hell no. We're just gonna go ahead and just go back to the old this freaking show where it's an hour long and we don't get the fucking credits right, and you fucking interrupt me every time we talk. No, we'll go back to the old days, Joe. No, I'm kidding.
I haven't interrupted you for 45 seconds.
I do remember that one episode where you just kept interrupting me, and I just snapped on you. That one, it was just once though.
Yep.
No, actually, I did look up something. I wanted to kind of like look up some, just Game of Thrones related, obviously. Too. Again, I've never seen it, but I did find something. There are nine things we still need to know now that Game of Thrones is over. So I'm just going to ask you guys these questions, and you just give me your opinion on what you think the answer to them are. Sound good?
Sure.
How about a yes? Or yeah, that sounds like fun.
Why
Fuck
does sure
yeah.
not work?
Because
What's
sure
wrong
sounds
with
like,
sure?
It sure sounds like, God, I really don't want to fucking do this
Yeah,
right
that's
now.
only if you're a bitch.
God, you guys sound like it. Like, yeah, I guess we could do that. Jeez.
Fine. We'll do it
Okay.
your way.
What can we do?
Yeah, let's do that.
Thank you, Joe. You know, for a cartoon, you're kind of a little moody bitch, bro.
He's an angry
blame my animators.
God, I've seen more excitement come from Droopy the dog.
He's an excitable
Anywho.
character.
All right, now again, I've never seen the show, so I don't know what any of these questions really mean. So I'm just gonna ask them the way they're worded, and hopefully you guys understand what they're saying. Okay.
I'm about it.
Okay. Why is there a Night's Watch?
It's a really good question. But I think it's because only some people know that, and not everybody knows that it's. For the
Okay,
most
so you
part.
didn't answer it.
No,
Oh.
it's hard to answer. I mean,
Well, I know
It
that.
is because they originally built a wall on the edge of the Westerosi kingdoms
Mhm.
to keep out the others, as they're called in the book, or if you're talking about the show, to keep out the Night's King and the White Walkers, who bring winter with them and want to destroy all of humankind and all of life on Planetos, which is the name of the planet that Westeros is on.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I'm getting this all from the New York Times, so I'm going to read the little thingy underneath the question, and maybe that'll kind of help. Because I saw you mention something about fucking snow angels or some shit. So, yeah, I listen. What's up? There's still a night watch. Jon Snow asked Tyrion. Is that right? Tyrone?
Tyrion?
There we go.
Tyrone.
when he learned he was being banished to the Wall. Fair question. The Night Walkers are wiped out. The Wildlings are allies. The Wall is destroyed near Eastwatch, and the various castles along. By the way, anything I'm reading, is that going to ruin the last episode if no one's seen it?
I mean, yeah, probably a little.
Cool. Spoiler alerts, people. So, I'm assuming if you haven't watched the last episode of Game
You're
of
a
Thrones,
bitch.
yeah, you're not really a true fan of it, right?
I mean, that seems fair.
Okay,
That's
cool.
a fair assumption.
Yeah. The wall is destroyed near Eastwatch. The various castles along the wall are unmanned. Is there any point in restoring them? Eastwatch, at least, given its seaside location, could be rebuilt as a port town and trading center. In any case, it's not entirely clear what someone sentenced to the Night's Watch might be required to do. What is its function now beyond leading the free folk home?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a very good question.
Dang.
So the question still arises: why is there a Night's Watch still?
Right.
Yeah, at this point. Sorry, I thought you were asking why was it there in the first place.
No.
So
No,
why is there still a Night Watch? Maybe punishment would be the only other thing I could think
I
of.
mean, yeah. I mean, Tyrion did say there's always going to be bastards and broken.
Right, a place for
I got you. Well, I'll do. I'll do that because this is the one I actually found earlier. This is from theverge.com. Now, these are 8 questions that are still around after the series finale. Where's Drogon?
Yeah, I don't know.
He flew off into the sky.
Well, in your opinion, where do you think he went? I guess from what they're saying, he was carrying somebody away.
Yeah, his mother.
Daenerys or whatever. I don't know. Did I say that right?
Yep.
Yeah, basically.
Fuck yeah. Perfect.
I would, if I had my guess, I would guess that he is flying her back to old Valyria.
Oh, that's a good.
Ooh, and that's the last dragon alive.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly.
Ooh.
Supposedly, yeah.
So you're going with flying back home?
Yeah.
That's probably sounds right.
Okay. Why did Jon Snow go north with the wildlings?
Because the fucker's banished.
Right? Yeah, I think
Got
because
a
he
wall.
can.
Let's see here.
I think that's a good answer. Yeah.
Where's Jon going at the end of the episode? Isn't he supposed to be serving with the Night's Watch at Castle Black? Well, for one thing, Jon Snow is terrible at his job. Okay.
Yep.
So now, who is Jon
Wow.
Snow? Because I've heard him a lot.
he's just one of the characters.
He's. I would argue he's probably the main character of the whole story.
And now you say that, and I actually saw something on this. They actually said that Tyrion is because he interacts with the most other characters.
I think that's a fair point too. If you're going from the yeah, I have trouble separating the show and the book sometimes in my head.
Yeah, I've never read the book, so
Okay. Can Bran see the future?
Bran's a little bitch.
Joey,
I don't think he can
is
see
Bran a
anything.
little-
That's why he stares at people the way he does.
Yeah, you know.
But no, I think
Hard.
insofar as he can see the future, it's only like actuarial science. Like he knows
Okay.
he can see the past and he can see the present.
Well, Joey, real quick before you continue on, let me interrupt you, or let me
Yeah.
Joe you, if you will.
Yeah. By all
Are you
means.
are you trying to find any answers based on what you read? Because we're strictly focusing on TV show only.
No, I'm trying to focus just on the TV show with this one.
Okay, cool. Because I
Yeah.
know how educated you are, and I know you like doing stupid
Well-
things like educate yourself with literature.
Well,
We
we're
don't
gonna
do that
educate
here.
you. The books haven't finished yet, so
Yeah, the
Uh,
books end
The
after
books have
I
finished.
the
think
books
season
never got
3 or
finished
season
yet.
4.
So these are all not based on books.
Oh,
Right.
no shit. Okay, so
Yeah.
Russell Brand, can you see the future?
I don't think he can see it. I think he can reasonably predict it based on what is happening in the past and present.
Okay, perfect. I might get this one wrong, but where did Dothraki go?
The Dothraki.
Yeah.
I
Uh,
don't know.
We don't see that. I would assume back to Essos.
I think that makes sense. Do you think they went with the Unsullied?
No,
Ooh, that was the next question. What about the Unsullied?
the Unsullied are going to I think the island that
Missandei
Grey
was
Worm,
from. Yeah.
Grey Worm, and the other chick were talking about going after it all ended.
Yeah,
So-
Noth.
So
Yeah,
it
the
says
island,
here, while Tyrion does offer them land in the Reach and the chance to become the Reach,
Yeah, it's the location in the
huh,
world.
and a chance to become a House of Westeros, we see Grey Worm captaining a ship of Unsullied later in the episode, alongside a fleet of similar. I can't fucking too many big fucking words. I'm moving on. I'm done. Okay, why does the North just get to stay independent?
That's a really good question too. I don't have a good answer to that. My best guess is just because Benioff and Weiss decided to let them do that.
Who's the woman with the long haired, white haired woman with the dragon?
That's Daenerys.
Daenerys.
That's Daenerys.
Yeah.
Okay, is she a bitch?
I don't think so, but
No,
the
not at
show
all.
kind of made her one.
I heard
At the end, yeah.
oh
Yeah.
God, the
Rushed it
clean
so much.
the clean Olsen twin was supposed to had a she did a casting for her.
Don't know.
Yeah,
I
the
believe
one-
that's. I think that's correct. I think she was the original Daenerys, and then for some reason, I don't know if it was like Marvel or what, but she opted out, and that's how Amelia Clark got the role.
yeah, there was an article that said she had a bad reading that didn't get her the part. I didn't read that part any further just because I mean it's Scarlet Witch to me. So
Yeah.
okay, so we don't know why the North is so independent, but we have theories that somebody said okay. We're so far so good. What's the deal with Dorney?
Dorn.
Dorn.
Whatever.
What about it?
Dorny. I
What-
was like, what the fuck's Dorny?
All right, so underneath it says, "Oh Dorn," everyone's least favorite subplot, one that consumed hours of time on this series and ultimately went nowhere and somehow still feels oddly unresolved as part of the show. Even though the last few seasons of Game of Thrones basically saw the entirety of House Martell get killed,
Mhm.
Varys just offhanded mentions in season 8 that there's a new Prince of Dorne, and he shows up in the finale for the vote for the new ruler. We just never found out who exactly he is. But given that way viewers roundly express hatred for the series' Dornish vacation, it never seems too likely that we get those answers anyways. Honestly, that's probably a good thing.
So Dorn's like, I almost say like Saudi Arabia, where they're
Yeah.
wealthy. in the Middle East.
Okay. Where's Nymeria?
Nymeria is
Roaming the land, I guess. Probably.
Arya's direwolf.
Yeah.
You just read the first sentence right there.
No,
That's
yeah,
exactly-
I forgot whose it was. I was just like, hopefully I can read whose it is. I was gonna say Sansa, but Sansa's
No, Sansa was put to death.
Yep.
So we don't know. I'm just gonna go with eh.
Yeah.
No, I think she's just roaming the land with like a wolf pack.
Probably.
What happened to the warlocks of Quarth? Quarth?
Who knows?
I don't even know.
That guy right there is really creepy.
Right. Well, that's the whole point of this little exercise here. What's your theory on what happened?
Didn't they? I thought Danny killed them.
I don't remember.
I think this was during the part where I wasn't watching anymore, so I don't remember either.
I don't remember, but who cares? They weren't. They were.
Yeah, they didn't
They were
matter.
barely apart. So.
Where have the prophecies gone?
Well, wherever horrors go.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's gonna be my answer.
Simple enough. Is Ilaria Sand alive?
Allegedly, but we haven't seen her on camera, so I don't know.
She was one of the Dorne people, right?
Yeah, she had been captured and was being kept prisoner in King's Landing.
Oh yeah.
So she might be dead because of the whole collapsing of the building. But I read an article saying she's alive. But then, if that's the case, I don't know why she wasn't in the last episode anywhere.
Because they didn't want to cast her.
That's probably true.
They fucking gave up. That's why. Joe.
Right. Well, they spent all their money on that one shot where Drogon's wings are behind Dany, like she's Maleficent.
Yeah.
So.
What are Robin, Arryn, and Edmure Tully up to all this time? Robin, Aaron, and Edmure Tully up to all this time.
I don't even know.
Do you even know who they are?
I do know who they are, but
Robin was
I remember
10-year-old sucking at his mom's tit.
Yeah, he was Robin was I believe given as a ward to the guy he's sitting next to, the big fat guy who's really loud. And so I think he was getting actual like knights training and stuff like you're supposed to get instead of sucking on your mom's titties, as Colin so eloquently put it.
Do you know who the guy that was sitting next to him on the very end was?
Nope.
Okay.
Does anybody? Okay, so this last question I think actually gives me a reason to see the show. What did happen when Tyrion? Is that the midget who got the blowy?
Yeah.
Excellent. What did happen when Tyrion brought a honeycomb and a jackass into a brothel?
I don't even know.
I don't.
Because
I'm saying.
Well, let me read the segment thing.
Oh yeah, please do.
Okay. 3 times now in Game of Thrones, including as his parting words in the finale, Tyrion has tried to tell a joke about the time he once brought a jackass and a honeycomb into a brothel, but he's always cut off from telling the punchline. Will the world ever know how this story came out?
Probably not.
Probably not.
All right, Joey, what was your theory?
Nothing. I didn't realize it was a joke. I was just gonna make up a story about what he did.
We'll make up a story.
I was just saying maybe he brought it in for like he probably brought the donkey in for like a donkey show thing.
Oh.
And maybe he paid her in honeycomb. I don't know to do that.
He was slathered in honey.
Ooh, could be that.
She was slathered in honey.
Now, when they say jackass, do they ever specify if it's a donkey?
No.
Maybe it's just a friend of his who just happens to be a jackass.
They're probably referring to a donkey.
All right.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be.
Now, so these Game of Thrones, the season is only like 8 episodes.
This season was 6.
6.
But the last 4 were extended, or the last 3 were extended.
Yeah.
So there's probably no more than about 80 episodes of this.
There are, I believe, 73.
And they're what, about 45 minutes to an hour long?
Usually, yeah.
54 minutes.
Well, I am on vacation next week. Maybe I'll just buy my time to go through it. There's a lot of naked shit, right?
Yep. Especially at the beginning.
Yeah. Now, how much incest is really in this fucking show?
Oh God.
Not a whole bunch. Really, not a whole.
Is it
bunch.
voluntary incest, or is this like they're banging people that they relate to? They don't really know. Is it like an Anakin and Leia thing where?
Little bit of all of that.
Oh. Yeah. Well, I know there was like what? There was that little fucking king who ended up getting pushed out the window. Didn't he like rape his sister or mother or some shit?
I don't remember
The
that.
child, the fucking child who was a king. He ended up getting pushed out the window at some point and dying. We saw him as C2E2.
I don't.
Yo, Joffrey.
I don't know, the blonde-headed king
it's
or prince
Joffrey.
or ruler or some shit. He got pushed out a window and died.
No, he got poisoned to death.
No, I thought he got pushed out the window. I could have sworn there was a scene where he fell to his death.
Oh,
that's his younger brother Tommen.
And he jumped to his death.
Yeah, he killed himself.
But Bran's the one that actually got pushed out of the window.
Right. And Bran got pushed out of the window because he saw some incest happening.
But who was the blonde-head? Okay, which one was the blonde-headed kid?
Well, there's
Joffrey and Tommen.
It's like the younger one who was in the show for so long and then he just quit acting altogether after it.
That was Joffrey.
Yeah, that was Joffrey. But he didn't go out the window. He got poisoned to death.
I'm gonna look it up.
Well, we're telling you.
No, because you guys are wrong. I'm sorry. I haven't seen the fucking show.
Yeah, you're talking about Jack Gleason, right?
He still does acting.
Yes.
Yeah.
What happened? He got pushed out a window, right?
No, he gets poisoned to death.
Yeah.
Okay, because hold on, what the fuck is his name?
Joffrey.
No, Jack Gleason.
Yeah,
Gleason's the actor.
Jack Gleason.
He does like
window.
Shakespearean acting now.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Sworn.
His own acting.
I guess sworn this is the same fucking kid I saw get like shoved out a window or some shit.
Yeah, they were very.
Shoved out of the window. Tommen got.
They were as good in this show at casting as they were bad at writing stories.
Tommen jumped out of the window to commit suicide. Bran got pushed out of the window, and Joffrey got murdered by poison.
All right. So explain the Red Wedding.
So Robb Stark, the son of Ned Stark, who
the eldest son.
Yeah, the eldest son of Ned Stark makes an alliance with a house whose leader is played by the same guy who plays Argus Filch in Harry Potter, and he breaks his agreement and marries some other girl instead of the daughter of this other lord, and so that lord brings him to dinner, and they're gonna fix the covenant somehow. And instead of fixing it, he has Robb Stark murdered. He has Robb Stark's baby stabbed to death in the womb. And all of the Stark soldiers and fighters are all killed while the Rains of Castamere play, which is a really cool song that they wrote for the show.
It's the Lannister song, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
It was a whole thing of betrayal.
Okay.
Yeah.
But rightly deserved because Robb's a little bitch.
Colin, how did you feel about the ending?
Uh,
Well, let me ask you this, and how you answer it depends on how if I'm gonna watch it or not. Wellington, which show had a worse ending? Game of Thrones, Son of Anarchy. Which ending was worse?
Oh, to me, Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't think anything could get worse than Sons of Anarchy.
No, I mean So there's shows that I haven't even finished because I hear the ending so bad.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna watch. I'll watch it. I'm gonna watch Game of Thrones. I'm gonna watch it all by next Monday when we record again.
You probably won't.
I guarantee you. I promise.
We'll run out of time.
No, it won't. It's what 72. It's what 73 hours.
Yep.
I've an entire week off.
You will not be able to sit through it, I bet.
I can promise you, I can sit on my couch for 73 hours straight
without falling asleep.
Maybe. Colin, what we got for your awkward flick of the week?
My awkward flick of the week is Child's Play.
Is that the one with John Ritter and the adopted child?
That's Problem Child.
Same thing.
No.
What'd
You
you
go
say?
with the original Child's
Child's Play. Yes,
Oh, the Chucky doll?
Yeah.
Oh. Same thing. Redhead and overalls. Same
Play?
fucking thing.
Yes. Child's Play.
Mhm.
1980s movie, I believe. I think
Yeah.
70s.
Yeah, there's 3 of them too.
No, there's more than 3. There's like 6 of them.
Is there 6? Oh, never mind. I'm still thinking Problem Child. God, that's such a good show too. Yeah.
God, it's
Or is it
shoot me now.
So there's Child's Play, Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky,
88.
Chucky Returns, Chucky in Space.
No, this isn't Leprechaun.
Oh,
It's not Leprechaun in the Hood.
close enough.
Jason on a boat or whatever.
So now the entire premise of the movie is what? Some killer, his soul goes into a doll.
Yeah. Charles Lee Ray, he is on the run from the cops and breaks into a toy store where he does some voodoo ass ritual, and his body gets put into a good guy doll, and he basically becomes a serial killer trying to find he goes after this kid Andy to put his body into his body so then he's actually human again. But that's what the first one's about. He's trying to so that's the whole beginning. The cops are chasing him into the store. He does some voodoo ass ritual. The store blows up, and some hobo sells the possessed good guy to a mom who needs a present for the kid's birthday. And ends up the good guy comes to life. Nobody, Andy sees that he's alive, but nobody else believes it. And he starts murdering people. And yeah, that's the premise of the movie.
So one day to set the doll on fire or exercise it.
I think they do try and set it on fire.
They tried to?
Yeah, I forgot. I know there's so many. I've seen them all.
I'll watch it after Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I'm not watching it. I'll watch Problem Child though.
You go ahead.
R.I.P. John Ritter. You were the best roommate.
It's a good movie. It was made in 1988. So obviously you got to realize it's for back then. I think it's a great movie. There was some good ones. Then there was some really bad ones that should just have never seen the light of day. Seed of Chucky. That's one to kill yourself before you watch that.
Excellent.
Because that should never been made. They went so Child's Play was meant to be like a horror movie. And then with Seed of Chucky, they're just like, fuck it, screw it, we're gonna make it a comedy.
Is that a comedy?
Seed of Chucky, yes. It's supposed to be. It's stupid.
Like a horror comedy?
Not even a horror comedy. It's just.
It's not even a horror comedy. It's just straight up comedy.
I pretty much, yeah.
Like
if you can find some horror in that, then please let me know. But like I said, kill yourself before watching it.
So Child's Play, where are we ranking it on the awkward scale?
I would rank that an 8 out of 10 awkwards. Like I said, there are multiple ones. And if you want, I can give you the order of the ones I would tell you to watch.
Yeah, go for it. What you got real quick?
Okay, well, so I'll name them all first. So we had Child's Play, Child's Play 2, Child's Play 3, Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky, Curse of Chucky, and Cult of Chucky.
So many.
Yeah. So I would say Child's Play 1, Child's Play 2, probably then Curse of Chucky, then Child's Play 3, Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky, and then Cult of Chucky. No, what was the one before Cult of Chucky?
Seed of Chucky.
Yeah, I'd probably say Cult of Chucky and then Seed of Chucky.
Is Seed of Chucky the one where
They had
girl,
a fucking baby?
Well, the girl like handcuffs the dude. Oh, that's Bride of Chucky. Never mind. I saw that one. No, that's a lie. I didn't see all of it. I saw the point where Chucky ripped the piercings off his lip and suffocated him with a pillow. So that's about it.
Yeah.
But on that note, Colin, what are you freaking thinking?
I'm freaking thinking.
That's right. I get it, man. You graduated. You don't give a shit.
I don't
no more.
give a shit.
You don't need to enunciate. Make up
No,
any word you want
it's
now.
been pretty rough.
Right?
lately.
Stroke out.
I've been thinking. I started watching this awesome show.
Mhm.
It's an anime called Hunter x Hunter, and if you like animes, I would suggest watching it. It's on Netflix. Very enjoyable. And I've really been binging that right now, so that's what I've been thinking about.
Nice.
So,
Fun.
what about you, Joe?
Mostly Game of Thrones, just because it's finally over, and I'm so happy it's over.
Me too.
Oh man,
Piss shit ass ending.
this last season has been so rough too. I'm so happy that it's just.
Travis,
it's just
I don't
done.
know if you know this. Sorry, Joe.
Oh,
There's
go
a
ahead.
petition right now out there for them to remake season 8 because it was so fucking
It
bad.
was so bad. It was so bad.
There is over 1,300,000 people that have signed this petition to remake this fucking show.
So is it easier if I just watch it up to like season 5? And
No, if you're gonna start it, watch it
Just
all.
watch the whole thing.
So you can know the disappointment that you started to. What you started with was excellent, and then just went to.
It is. I love that
Shit.
drawing of a horse that starts like with great
Yes.
detail
Yes.
and then becomes just like a stick figure horse. That's what this show
Yes.
is.
Oh god.
Oh. But mostly that, and then to distract myself from that, I've been playing. I borrowed from Houston Dragon Quest 11, I think is the title, for PlayStation 4, and that's been fun so far. So some bad TV shows and some light JRPG action. So, Travis, how about you?
I showed him the horse
Yeah,
drawing.
he showed me the horse
Oh.
drawing. A lot. There's a lot I've been freaking thinking about this past week. I mean, obviously, I'm turning 30 on Sunday.
Yeah.
So,
Whoop, whoop.
I'm really excited for that. Still trying to figure out if we're gonna D&D it this Friday.
Yeah, I asked him,
We gotta find that out.
and I told him that you said.
Yeah, Joey.
Joe and-
Joey, if he's free, he may come out to do it with us. My buddy Alan may come out to do it with us too.
One from Intertech.
Yeah, and I don't know if the two girls want to come out or not. They're one
He
welcome to
was
come out.
talking about them two. Oh, he did. He was, but he said the one might not make it. The other one probably would, and then 2 other people.
Yeah, but from what Joey says, I mean, we could probably have up to like 20 fucking people play at once. I guess that's normal.
I actually
what I
got
hear is that the DM
corrected.
has to
approve it.
want that, and because he has to manage all that.
Why? It's my
Yeah.
house.
No, I mean like he has to be one managing what's going on and
Oh, that's true.
watching everything. And 20
So-
people would be a lot of fucking people to keep track.
As
of.
long as I get to burn a fucking building down, I'm cool. As like I said, my plan for the next time we play is we're taking over the town. I want to be on my fucking swords throne. Where the fuck is it? What's it called?
The Iron Throne.
There we go, the Iron Throne. But yeah, no, yeah, I've been freaking thinking about hopefully doing some D&D this fucking Friday. Again, birthday's on Sunday. Got the party following Saturday. Colin can't make it. Joey's gonna be here though. And Joey, do you remember what your job is for my party on Saturday?
Yeah, I'm getting you as shit-faced as I can get you.
Right? I want to wake up in a puddle of piss and question if it's mine or not. That's
really bad.
That's
Travis.
how drunk I want to get.
Okay.
All right.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much it. I think so, yeah. Hey Joe,
Yeah.
every week our listeners catch Cartoon Joe here on this freaking show. But if 45 minutes of Cartoon Joe a week just isn't enough for our listeners, where can they also find Cartoon Joe?
If you need more geek. Ooh, wow.
There
I'm so
we
used to saying
go.
Geekcast Joe. There it is.
There's
There
Joe.
it is. If you need more Cartoon Joe in your life, head on over to Geekcast Live Podcast at gcl.ninja. You can also find us on Facebook, iTunes, Google Play, and Twitter by searching Geekcast Live.
If I haven't mentioned to the listeners out there yet, if you're not following us on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, by the way, make sure you do that just by searching This Freaking Show. But This Freaking Show does have a merchandise store. If you go to tpublic.com and just search TFS for This Freaking Show, make it simple for you. You can find all the shirts for the show. A travesty shirt. You can find a Follow Your Star Award shirt, the Freaky Show shirt, and also the new shirt that just got released last week. Freakin is my second favorite F word. So make sure you check those out at tpublic.com. That's TEEPUBLIC.com. Search TFS. And obviously coming soon, we're going to get an Awkward Collins shirt. We're going to get a Cartoon Joe shirt. We just got to sit down and figure out what those shirts are going to fucking look like. So we're definitely going to get those out and everything as well. But yeah, like I mentioned, follow us on social media. This Freaking Show on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And make sure you follow, you tell all your friends about the show. Let them know you can find it on iTunes, Google Play, Podbean, Stitcher, Spotify, Player FM, and somewhere else. I can't remember. Just fucking Google This Freaking Show. It'll pop up somewhere. And if you do follow us on iTunes, make sure you rate and review us. Give us those 5 stars and tell us how awesome we are, because it kind of helps us bump into those rankings. As always, I am Travesty.
I'm Awkward Colin.
And I'm Cartoon Joe.
And thank you for listening to another episode of This Freaking Show. I'm out.